point, and the presenter should stay on that. And in addition, in order to understand the gesture and your facial expression, we will keep slides on. We do not accept any remarks from audience, no help from audience, and no support such as timekeeping, etc. We are not allowed to enter or exit examination during the examination. And please let us know when you guys are ready. You guys ready?
Yes, we're ready. Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the NTU racing team. And my name is Douglas from the Market Research Division, and he is Ian from our Vice President, and he is Henry from our Technical Division. And let's begin. Our mission, very simple, to redefine the budget-friendly motorsport in Taiwan. And next, we're going to show you how we're going to do this. We are a rather young team, founded in 2018. We are all petrolhead, who are people having passion in motor racing and cars. And despite the fact that we are young, but we believe that we are ambitious enough and we have the capability to take on the challenge to promote motor racing industry in Taiwan. This is our brief story. We founded in 2018. Our headquarters based in suburban area in Taipei City, and our factory based right in Taichung, which is a city in the center of Taiwan. The facility is around 3,000 square meters, and we believe by locating our factory in Taichung, we'll offer our company with two benefits. One, industrial cluster. Second, vertical integration benefits. With these two benefits, and our headquarters based in Taipei City, which is the capital city of Taiwan, will actually boost our company's sales and also to make our costs lower down. And these are two companies based in Taichung, which is also our cooperating companies as well. As we can see from the benefits we just mentioned earlier on, with factory based in Taichung, we have the direct access to those companies in any sort of scenario needing of cooperation, needing of assistance, we could directly get access to them conveniently. So, this is the big point. We need your help. Our project loan starts at $400,000 US. You may wonder where the money is going to go. We'll show you later on. Firstly, we're going to tell you that 60% of this investment loan is going to be the manufacturing expansion part, as other 40% is going to marketing and promoting. You may wonder why we have to spend 40% of amount of money on marketing and promoting. That is because we believe we have the burden, we have the obligation to promote motoring racing industry in Taiwan. Let's begin with the market overview in Taiwan. We also realize that many people in Taiwan, they don't understand that we have two FIA certified racetracks, one in central Taiwan, the other in south of Taiwan, and we also hold annually race car competition every year. So we do believe Taiwan is a market that is ready for budget-friendly motor racing industry to boost. This is another evidence that I would like to show you. This is the numbers of Taiwanese teams competing in Fsae Japan. In 2010, there was only one team. However, in this year, there are up to 8 teams competing in these specific events that come from Taiwan, which shows exactly that young people, students, schools in Taiwan are now focusing much more in motor racing industry and would like to take participating in Japan in this specific Fsae event. So back to our products. Who is our customer? Our project is very simple. Instead of doing B2C, which is business to customer, we're doing B2B, which is business to business. So our target customer, precisely, are those emerging racetracks in Taiwan that are desperate to purchase vehicles for their racetracks to those customers to use in their specific racetracks. So we are like a contractor. We cooperate with those racetracks to boost our products, and also those racetracks can boost their racetracks as well to their customers. And let's talk about our competitors, for instance. How much it costs to race an FIA F4 standard race car? According to racing.com, the FIA F4 standard race car costs approximately $40,000. However, most of the engine for the F4 standard race car are for rent. It takes around $6,000 per year. You may wonder what our product is going to be like. Let me tell you, this is our magnificent product, the Epsilon 1. And the most important thing is how much it costs. Let me tell you, $9,999 with tax, empty car. Brilliant. Hold on, there's a question. This is an electric car. Where's the battery? And this is the important part. This is our magnificent smart RAM battery solution. For the premium solution, as we provided here, the high peak of the battery is 54 kilowatts, and this provides you 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds. We have conducted a simulation already. So the price is basically just $3,799 per year. So those emerging racetracks can only use $3,799 a year to ready a car for their customers to race in their racetracks. This is very economically friendly for those racetracks. However, this is a very high performance edition. If you don't really have that much budget, you could actually consider of our standard edition, which only takes $2,579 a year, much cheaper. This is a SWOT analysis. Our strengths are price, local knowledge, and customer services. However, we also got some weakness as well. Market demand is still limited, so we're going to promote it. Market is not fixed enough, so we are going to make it flexible. Production cost is not low enough, so we're trying to move on to mass production. Our opportunity, clearly as I mentioned, the rise of the racing industry in Taiwan. Secondly, market growth for performance cars in Taiwan, as we can see. Thirdly, the social change. In the past, Taiwanese people regard racing as a sort of bad sport, but nowadays, everything changed. They regard racing as a healthy and developing sport. Finally, stress. Our partial substitutability in our products is actually a very huge challenge that we are now facing. Secondly, insufficient patience of customers. We have to make our customers get attached to our products. They would like to participate in motor racing, and they will continually buy our products. Lastly, insufficient flexibility in customer selection. This is also an important thing that we will have to counter. But after all, we believe that this product and this rental solution is really, really nice for promoting motorsports in Taiwan. So this is our marketing strategy. We are focusing mostly 45% on promotion. We'll work with those racetracks holding community race cups annually in Taiwan in order to let community, let citizens in Taiwan to participating themselves in motor racing. So they try motor racing on their own. They will get engaged in motor racing. They will understand what motor racing is like, and they will have interest in our specific products. Another part of the budget is going to car media advertisement, social media advertisement, and also advertisement on industry community, especially the car industry. And then is our profit distribution. The $9,999 vehicle buyout project will come up with 5% profit, and other 95% profit will come from our rental solution, standard plan, and premium plan. Lastly, the financial plan. If you invest in us, this is very clear. In a possible scenario, by selling foreign products to those emerging racetracks in Taiwan, Before Q3 2022, we could have ensured you the 10% of ROI, which is revenue of the investment. However, according to our marketing research divisions, it is looking more and more likely, more and more emerging racetracks in Taiwan having interest in our products, and it's more and more likely to happen in the best scenario. We will have the ROI of 15%, which is 50 vehicles sold to those emerging racetracks. In Q3 2022, 15% of ROI, $60,000 total return. And that is very flexible, and that is very likely to happen. We are the NTU racing team. Thanks for listening. And after the presentation, we are hoping that our presentation have inspired your interest in us, in investing motor racing sports in Taiwan, investing in us, and in the future, they are the opportunity for us to expand the successful experience to overseas market as well. Like Japan, we have the Suzuka racetrack, we have the Autopolis racetracks. They are very successful to overseas tourists, to overseas companies as well. And we believe one day Taiwan will have the same experience, will have the same story as well. And we need your investment. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for the presentation. Now we're going to move on to Q&A session.
Thank you.
Which factor do you think enables us to gain advantage over the competition in the market?
Yes, our most important competitive interest in our company is that our price is lower than the competing companies, because we actually offers a $9,999 car buyout solution. However, as we know, that an electric car, what is most expensive in electric car is the battery, right? So we come up with the battery rental solution. So if I am a new racetrack, I want to buy an electric car, the cost is going to be high because of the battery. However, we actually lower down the cost annually for racetracks because we provide a new solution which is called our Smart Rent solution. And those racetracks can actually reduce their burden on buying a new electric car because they reduce the burden to buy a battery. We make it as a rental plan. So we believe that this creative rental plan is exactly our benefits comparing to our competitors, because they are offering car directly buyout, car and battery, but we're actually selling separately cars and battery rental solution, and we even provide premium solution and standard solution. So for those people with different budget, they can choose on their own.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes.
What is your production plan?
Yes, we'll let our Henry from the technical division and also our general vice president to answer production issues. Thank you.
What do you mean by production then? You mean manufacturing?
Yeah, manufacturing.
Okay, so our factory is in Taichung, in the middle of Taiwan. And there is a center of manufacturing in Taiwan. So we have a lot of our cooperating enterprise in Taichung, and for most of scenario, I think we can get 90% of our ingredient from just near us. So I think this is like he just said, we can lower the cost and lower the communication, those errors, and this is what makes us more likely to lower cost.
And in addition, in ensuring our products quality, we can introduce APQP and PPAP in the future, and we are now studying on it. And so, after introducing those strategy, we are confident that we can make our car more reliable to the customer and make it safe for everyone to drive and enjoy this enjoyable sports everywhere around the world. Yes.
Thank you for your presentation. I ask one question. How many years will it take to return on investment?
Yes, as we can see in this scenario, we are beginning our project in 2018, And by Q3 of 2022, for the investors, they will be able to get the returns of investment for 10%, which is $400,000 invest. And in 2022 Q3, you'll get your investment back and with the total return of $40,000, which is a 10% ROI. If these amounts of cost are sold to the racetracks and they also consider our rental solution. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the Q&A, and I'm going to give you a comment about presentation, and this is the your presentation has like how do I describe like data, graphs, and video documents, and visual like presentation visually. It's pretty clean to me, but it's a tiny thing, but like some of the words, some of the like some of the words on the graph is too small to visually see sometimes, and sometimes it wasn't like visually friendly to us. And how you present in terms of your gesture, like all the acts, how you present it, how your presentation was, in terms of speech, it's pretty good, but when you do the gesture, sometimes you always use your hands on the screen, and sometimes it's disturbing to us. I don't know, it's to me, yeah. In terms of content, it sounds, you show us the business plan, but manufacturing plan or like realistic plan to actually build the car isn't that clear to us. So if you could provide the manufacturing plan in details, it's going to be more, your presentation going to be more realistic and it's more convincing to us. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your replies.
This is the end of the presentation.
Okay, thank you very much.
On Friday,
Yes.
we have